We welcome your views on the document for public consultation on the recovery and development of the territory.
We've identified the priorities along 5 sectors. The first is infrastructure. We believe it's critical that we get the infrastructure back up and running. That is the enabling thing that would get the rest of the country going, that would get the economy going, that would get the industries going. And this is why there's been so much focus on things like electricity and water, roads, etc. Those are the things that make up the menu, so to speak, for the infrastructure plan. The second area of priority is human and social services. And within human and social services, we're really talking about health and education. And there's a number of different subsectorial plans beneath that. Obviously, getting the schools up and running, getting the clinics up and running, housing, shelter, those type of things. The third area for priority is business and economy. And here is where we actually deal with businesses, the SME sector, the tourism sector, the financial services sector. Obviously, a number of the things in infrastructure is going to set the springboard for the economy to work. So we've been really working to ensure that we put those things in place in order to catapult the other parts of the plan, including the economy. We want to be able to create the confidence so that businesses can reinvest, so that the small businesses can open their doors, so that we can continue to hire people, so that we can find new opportunities. The fourth area that we are focusing on is governance. I think this is very, very, very critical. We've seen effectively that we need to put in place a system of governance that is transparent, that's accountable, etc. But the institutions, to be able to facilitate that, they were very impacted. So for example, the courts. In that sector, we are concentrating on a number of areas, including the government service itself, the courts, the critical services such as fire and police, prison, law and order, security. And then the fifth area that we're focusing on in terms of a priority is natural resources and climate change. And this is the area that deals with beaches and the terrestrial and marine environment. Now, the final area that we are focusing on in terms of our broad priorities relates to pride and cultural identity. We think it's very, very important that we re-establish our culturally significant assets as well as our recreation and sporting facilities. I think that's an important part of our redevelopment.
Visit bvi.gov.vg or www.bvirecovery.vg. Written feedback can be submitted to feedback@bvirecovery.vg or delivered to the Disaster Recovery Coordinating Committee's office at the Ritter House on Wickham Ski 2. Your feedback matters.